This Alpha Lord MuRiDa special line of word snow Judah be shield. Uh, known as Sun and Human Proxy as Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great. I'm also known as Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great. Divine Father's mustard seed is move our mountains. I'm also the anointed Sun and Human Proxy of the pretty much most of the archangels. Divine Creator Goldie, the High Lotus Lords, the Grand Surge of the Sun, and the Divine Builders. Um, okay, this is a special video. I just now got permission to reveal this. Um, uh, my personal security, my personal guardians, have been wondering what is it that was so important that I traded that I did to ensure this all this stuff would go down. Well, as you guys know, I'm from a different reality. I've been in this reality almost a month and a half now. Where I came from, everything was is very dark and dense, and um, I was fighting the battle. Um, that was just, I mean, it was just insane. I was getting hit left and right, and I didn't know what to do. Um, so not only did I get help from High General Holy Shield, which is me 350 years in the future, um, but okay, I'm unkillable, as you know, but people around me are not unkillable. Like my Pleiadian guardians, my well now they're on now. I ensure their safety, like my Pleiadian guardians, my Arcturian guardians, my benevolent reptilian guardians, my fairies guardians. Now my mom, my uncle, those guys. Basically what I did is um, I pleaded with my. I basically sold my soul to Divine Father. I sold my soul, which you can sell your soul, but your soul has to be an agreement. You can't sell your soul without it agreeing to the terms or the conditions. So basically, and just so you guys know, my soul is well, I have two layers. I have my highest layers divine aspect Razaka, which he I mean, he's happy no matter what happens. I mean, he doesn't really. I mean, he's done everything. He's a divine aspect, so he doesn't really. He's okay with whatever me and my second one up decides. He's okay with whatever. So basically, I convinced Arcturian Ascendant High Elder JP. And remember, when he agrees to sell himself, when he agrees to, basically what I mean by selling himself is he has vowed his allegiance, his commitment, his forces. Because remember, my second one up for me, he's the head of he's like the high general to the Arcturian ascended high elder light defenders, which is that's the whole reason why Ehtah is constantly on guard on me. That's why the most legendary flagship of all the universe is guarding me. Is because my soul is I mean he's pretty, okay, it goes. The Arcturians are the high up there. Arcturian ninth dimension are considered Arcturian elders. Then there's one up from them that their elders are the Arcturian high elders. Then there's another layer which are the original Arcturians, which they live on forever. They have an infinite life, and they're called Arcturian ascended high elders. So there's Arcturian elders, Arcturian high elders, and there's Arcturian ascended high elders, which are the highest elders of all the Arcturians. And the Arcturian ascended high elders, they're just Arcturians that are made out of light. They're phenomenal beings. They're usually 9 foot tall, and they work closely. They work closely with the Pleiadian ascended high elders, which they're a little bit taller. They're about 10 foot. I don't know why they're this high, but the Arcturian ascended high elders are usually like in 9.4, 9.7 height, but not all of them are that height. Some of them are the rich. Some of them are purple and small. Are 4 foot 4 foot 4 foot 6 inches. Some of the Arcturian ascended high elders, do they prefer to be like in their original, how they were back in the old days. But a lot of the Arcturian ascended high elders You know, they're usually giant beings of light. They're called ascended giants. A lot of the people call them ascended giants. And then the Pleiadian ascended high elders that's the people who did surgery on me. That's the people who made me a star person, and then they work closely with with Arcturians. They're like brothers. They're like family, even though some are Arcturian or some of the Pleiadians, and they're way in the future. They're like tens of thousands of years in the future, and um, both the Pleiadians and the Arcturians in the future, who are the highest of the Pleiadian returns, plus the angels, they decided to try something new, which is me. They mixed. They're basically the best parts. Like my heart is a Pleiadian heart. It's a Pleiadian heart from the future. It's a female Pleiadian heart from the future. My brain is mixed between an Arcturian and a angel brain, and my blood is a hybrid combination of Arcturian, Pleiadian, and angel blood that's been infused with high cosmic energy, and it's been infused with God's genetic structure, which is very very special. And my heart is an upgraded Pleiadian heart. My Pleiadian heart is a Pleiadian high cosmic heart, which is it has a high cosmic. It's like it's a lot of people would say that my heart's made out of gold. Oh yeah, the energy of my heart is technically gold. So that is true. My heart is made out of gold. If you want to say that, I mean its energy is gold. Because it's high cosmic Pleiadian heart, and so I was fighting a battle that I could not that I was losing badly. So I pleaded. Not only did I get help from High General Holy Shield, which is 350 years for me in the future, but I got my soul, which if you guys don't know, Arcturian Ascendant High Elders, they do not make long term commitments in places like this. I mean, that's beneath them. They have no they don't care to be involved in people's wars and what they're going through. If us, Arcturian Ascendant High Elder, they've been through everything. I mean, they don't care about being involved in people's disputes and their wars, and they're beyond that. I mean, they can come here and they can clean house if they want to. Um, so it was a big thing for my soul to to sell himself to the Divine Father, because normally that doesn't happen. That's Arcturian Ascendant High Elders. They're the original Arcturians. I mean, they're some of the first students for the mastery schools. They don't sell their allegiance and their commitment to a cause unless it's really important. And Arcturian Ascendant High Elder JP, he was really upset that I basically gave everything I got, and I was tortured, and so much bad stuff was happening to me. He was not very happy with it, so he agreed to my terms, to what I wanted to do, and so basically I sold him. which it's better to be sold. It's better for him to be sold to the Divine Father than to anybody else. So now, because I made a commitment, and not only that, not only did Arcturian Ascendant High Elder JP make vow his allegiance to this cause, but I had to do some things on my part, which were huge sacrifices. I had to give up a lot of stuff. I had to basically I had to make sacrifices, not kill anybody, or I had to fully commit to the plans, because if Turin Ascended High Elder JP is gonna make this commitment. I have to make the commitment. I have to make some kind of commitment as well, because it's only fair that I also get on board with this, if that's what I want. And that's how my Pleiadians, my Arcturian, my benevolent reptilians, my fairies. That's how my mom and my uncle. That's how we're gonna virtually live forever. because because I basically sold my soul to Divine Father, and and my mom is coming back here in 3 years, so don't worry. She's gonna just when she comes back, she's not gonna come back as a little kid. She's gonna come back as Etheline here in 3 years, and she's probably gonna be unhappy for a couple weeks because when I was in the higher realms, when I was in heaven, when I was in the higher realm places, like I was in the Pleiadian mega cities, and it was I was even crying when I came back. It's so beautiful. I mean, it truly is beautiful up there, and I was crying because I wanted to go back there. So don't be surprised when my mom comes back. She's really she's in a bad mood for 2 weeks. I can't live without her. I need her. She's like I always joke. She's worth more to me alive than dead. And I spent a fortune. I literally spent a fortune to get her in perfect health. I mean, we popped her hip and back in place. I mean, I literally spent thousands of dollars worth of special pills, pills that are hard to get, to bring her in perfect state. I mean, and like all the food, this healthy food, these spending. I literally spent thousands upon thousands of dollars to get my mom in perfect health. I'm not gonna allow that to, that can't be wasted. You guys don't realize how difficult it was to get somebody on their deathbed, to get them in perfect health, and to get my mom was in crutches, my mom was in a wheelchair, and to get my mom to walk perfectly and to get her in perfect health was not an easy feat at all. So she has to come back. She has contracts and she has duty. She has duties to she has to fulfill her contracts, and she has to meet her grandchildren. And they just I fulfilled my end of the bargain. And it was clearly unexpected for her to die. It was not planned, and nobody killed her. The Dark Federation didn't kill her because I double checked on that. I double and triple checked on that. Dark Federation had nothing to do with her dying. She really did die of sadness, and so she has to be brought back. It just I paid too high of a price for her to be dancing every day in heaven. She needs to be here, helping. So don't be surprised here in 3 years when my mom comes back and she's in a bad mood for 2 weeks, because I was in the higher realms, and when I came back I was literally crying I was crying for a couple of days because it was so beautiful up there. It truly is a beautiful place up in the higher realms. Um, and just so you guys know, I got this. I spent $35 getting this cloth. This is special phantom cloth, and they found my light tracer. This light tracer is expensive, and basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trace my geometry. Remember, I got a special formula. I have a special cloth geometry that was given to me not only by Archangel Raziel, but by the Arcturians and Pleiadians. The high up Arcturian and Pleiadians and the angels. They worked to make me this special cloth grid, which I'm going to be selling them. Ultra cheap. These cloth grids are literally priceless. They're going to be blessed and everything, and they will work wonders for you. They'll work miracles for you, and that'll be my main seller on my Etsy page. I'm gonna sell them most likely for $25 a piece. That seems reasonable. Because people can't afford the real price. Because these are literally worth, these are priceless. These cloth grids are easily in the thousands, if not more. And people who don't have that kind of money, and if people really are that invested in them, they deserve that lower price. They really want to buy one. I got a feeling, only the dedicated, people that are serious about it, crystal cloth grids are gonna buy them, which that's the reason why they're that price. I may up the price to $45, since this formula is a special it's only one of its kind, and it's effective and it's been blessed. So I basically got my cloth. I got enough to make maybe about 6 or 7 of these cloth grids, and I'm gonna use my light tracer and trace the formula perfect, so everything's perfect. and then I'll start selling them probably $45 a piece, which is a steal for one of those, and they will work. You can use these cloth grids for a variety of different things. You can use it for manifestation. You can use it for making things a reality. You can use these things for healing. I mean, you can use these things for your psychic readings. They will enhance psychic abilities. They'll increase telepathic communication. These cloth grids are originally. I use them all the time. Every time I do a crystal ball reading or I do any kind of psychic stuff, I always use my crystal cloth grid, and they always work perfectly. And especially if I'm doing something real big manifestation, I always use my crystal cloth grid, and it always works wonders. And it always has to be on pink flannel cloth, and you can use the cloth to wrap up a crystal, and they'll actually enhance the crystal. They'll actually make the crystals better. I always my legendary crystal, my special lodolite, Kira Lotes, High Lotus Karaluza, is usually wrapped up in my special crystal cloth grid. So that's the news, and everything's good to go. And just so you guys know that we figured out a way. If the Dark Federation wants to put me to sleep, they're actually gonna. These powerful beings are gonna train me. The past 6 times I've been asleep for a long time, powerful beings have been training me, and literally, I don't know how they're able to, basically, it's like I'm sleeping, but I'm not sleeping. I'm fully aware, and it's like kind of like being in a virtual reality. It's kind of weird. It's not like a video game. It's like I'm in an actual place. I'm on different planets, and I don't know how they're able to do that. But I'm actually training with legendary beings when I'm asleep, and I'm being ported to like higher dimensions and things that normally can't be done if I'm awake. So we found a solution if they put me to sleep. And my last training session, they were teaching me about the cosmic flame, which is the orange flame, the orange and gold flame, and they're actually infused in my being, because everything they do in this and when I'm sleeping actually happens to me in this reality. So every training, everything they do to me is done in my real self, which is kind of crazy. I still don't know how they do the things they do. And look, you guys, check it out. Divine Critter Goldie's a special symbol, and it has our anything that says DODSC has been activated, especially when it's been done. And this is special. And I'm gonna have a special picture here. Probably down here, I'm gonna have a special picture. Um, I'm gonna have a Harley Quinn picture that's coming in the mail here in 2 days. So have a blessed day, all of you. Call me if you need help. I'm always here to help. I'm always here to be of service. My whole life is a servitude, and my life belongs to all of you folks. And it truly does belong to all of you folks. Always remember that. I belong to all of you.